You know what time it is? It is time for the last march of 2024. Let's go. Put the backpack on, stretch before commencing. Already more than 2 hours. Shopping march, last minute shopping march. Let's go. Auctioning this for a billion to give 100, 10%, 50%, 50%, half to my anonymous friend. Let's go. Rock! And we're all gotta be on the quiet side because I'm in the public sphere here, so I don't want to perturb anybody, although it's only me now. Grateful, thankful, rent's paid, electricity bills paid. Just paid my rent on this last day of 2024, December 31st. Paid my rent, paid my electricity bill. Gotta go charge that phone. Beautiful sunset. So we're gonna go around the belt. What's that plane? Turn your head left and right before you cross the street, because you never know, the brakes might malfunction. Citizen driver might press the accelerator. From NDG Montreal West, we're gonna go south. Saluting the firefighters, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the grocery store clerks, nurses and doctors working on this New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the butchers, the bakers with it, those firefighters, those of course involved in the production, distribution of food, and here of course the train conductors giving a bit of that choo. Rock and roll, thank you. My neighbor is good for the gifts. Gotta give him a little bit of have a good neighborly relations. Pledge your allegiance to our family, and pledge your allegiance to our family. That's how we gotta get going with that, and that's how we always gotta get going on the drill, and gotta be watching for the little bit of architectural style there, some uniqueness, architectural style, and assessing a bit of the roads by my DRT, the dead roof fusion theory. We're gonna be able to clean and do a lot of work repair here, and that's where we need to implement my DRT, dead roof fusion theory, Dragon vs. Strum Special Edition, 44-day Rite, which began December 4th until the inauguration of Donald Trump in January 20th, and of course parallel to a 40-day Rite, parallel to a 44-day Rite, 40-day Rite, parallel to a 44-day Rite, and the 44th-day Rite, 44-day Rite ends when Donald Trump is inaugurated, of course, and the other one's at the beginning of February. So, encouraging all to work out, train, exercise. My only New Year's resolution, besides doing what I still do, doing my work as an independent artist, athlete, philosopher, geopolitical, theoretical, analyst, and theorist, and mystic, who has been grateful, thankful to have a little bit of burst of sun. My Pope, the King, the Sun, just has some beautiful, strong solar flare, like very powerful. As there, of course, I gotta say that it is abnormal temperatures, and of course, abnormal, way above normal. Yesterday was 11 at one point. It should have been minus 11. It was plus 11. So you get that 22 degree difference, like, cause from minus 11 to 0 is 11, and then another 11 plus 11, that's 22. So that was a bit abnormal. Even today is a bit way warmer than what it should be. So, you know, a lot of people were out, and I went shopping, a little bit last minute shopping. Got a little bit of bubbly, grateful, thankful that I got some bubbly. That aka champagne, sparkling wine, you know. That's a little bit of that sparkling wine right there. So I'm gonna begin the year 2025 tomorrow. I'll be doing cleaning, not marching. This is the last march of 2025. Well, correction. Last march of the year 2024, December 31st today. I gotta turn my head left or right. Make sure, because sometimes the brakes malfunction, you know. And the citizen driver might press the accelerator, so I'm always turning my head left or right a few times. And I gotta salute the grocery store clerks. It was a packed out there, you know, went to 3 different shopping, and now heading to charge my phone. So I'm grateful, thankful I got some of that money. Not much, I'm already in the red, but enough to pay my phone for the month of January. Pay this phone that I'm doing the workout training program systems with, and I'm of course doing these work. My long marching dance vlogs. Dancing is my favorite sport and fitness activity, and this androgynous pansexual independent artist athlete with Asperger's, also known as HFA, encouraging all to work out, train, exercise. I gotta sing some love, because rock and roll is another of my obsessive interest, also known as special interest, because I prefer to utilize the appellation and the words special interest, with which When you have Asperger's, you're super intense, super dedicated in, such as when I march and work out and train and do geopolitical theoretical analysis, do geopolitics theoretical analysis 24/7. I actually predicted, marking 5 years since I predicted an international conflagration. I always repeat that because it's part of my work in the past 7+ years since I got out of being depressed and suicidal when I crossed Canada coast to coast in 2017 in August, went all the way to West BC, British Columbia, Vancouver, and then came back in September 2017, went by train 25 hours and 44 minutes, more than a day by train, to Halifax, Nova Scotia. So I went coast to coast in that summer 2017, and back before that I was depressed, suicidal, and that event really changed my whole life. So I have been M since, and have written several theoretical papers about the need to mass finance citizens, not just fitness activity, but also citizens' wellness. Citizens' wellness to mass finance. Citizens' wellness to mass finance. Citizens' wellness. It is something that I believe we must do, and I'm just gonna tie a little bit of, do a little bit of tying of my. This one came out of my lion bag. Thank you to my anonymous friend who got me this gift of the lion bag right here, auctioning it for me to give half, because my only stress now is financial. Although I gotta be grateful because of course I know where I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it over there. We're gonna lay down over there, and I'm gonna tie it right there because right now I'm in it's kind of going down steep, it's going downhill, so I'm being pulled, and I gotta think of my security not to go rumble tumble all the way down, get a little bit of that special stunts, and I can do some rock and roll, but stunts, I'm not too much into the stunt business, but more geopolitics, rock and roll, and fitness, sports. Dancing is my favorite sport, so here we are. I'm just gonna tie it here, so because this one got untangled, so I'm just gonna tie a knot, and yeah, I'm still gonna propose soon. If I don't propose today, it's gonna be tomorrow on the 1st. Tomorrow, big cleaning. Gonna start with big cleaning and taking a bath and relaxing and doing a restructuring in my room tomorrow, Wednesday, and all cleaning, everything gotta go. This 40-day parallel to the 44th day Rite, 40-day Rite parallel to the 44-day Rite, so 40/44, 40/44 special 2-in-1 double trouble edition. Rock and roll always for the butchers, the bakers, the nurses. And now I'm hearing some of those train conductors on the road, as they go, and I think I got a double knot, and I will ask again for somebody who I'm going to propose again. Special BDSM switch, Mary, special BDSM switch. Somebody holding hands there. Somebody holding hands coming in a couple, so that always gives me some hope, because I love to matchmake, although myself, and play that rainbow, black and white and rainbow 24/7, friends with benefits only. Pledge your allegiance, friends with benefits only. Pledge your allegiance, thou art family. Friends with benefits only, pledge your allegiance, thou art family. And now we're steep on the road and on the go. Truckers on the road gotta say hello. For the construction workers and the butchers and the public workers, changing some academics, the nurses and the quack. I gotta give them up and up and up and up and down. We frown, we gotta give it for the crown. Hey, look at that civilization, gotta build it for the nation. Hey, please put these in. These gotta be put in recycling. Don't leave trash, we got public workers and you got recycling right there. So we gotta make an effort, So it's us as individuals, part of the collective. It's an ongoing saga. Civilization is a privilege. And again, I encourage all to work out, train, exercise. This pro-labor and love, universal revolutionary centrist. Pro-labor and love, revolutionary centrist. Pro-labor and love, revolutionary centrist. Pro-labor love, revolutionary centrist. Calling all to the Global Dragon Union, the North American Collective Workers Party, the North American Collective Workers Party, the North American Collective Workers Party, and to build on the Canadian US border, right there on the Canadian US border, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum, parallel to the Forgotten Goddess Temple, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum. For sports, fitness, please, NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB. Please donate tickets to the public workers in 2025 and reduce the cost of the tickets. NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, by 44.9%. That's my estimated cost to be reduced to keep at par with what, of course, the prices of the goods have increased since 2020, February, March. And always remind that I also going to be marking 5 years since I survived COVID. Five survived COVID. Five survived COVID. I had it. I was like, when I death, pestilence, and disease. Death, pestilence, and disease. Death, pestilence, and disease. I know it sounds like a hardcore death metal, trash metal song, trash metal, kind of death trash metal songs, but that's how I felt. February, March. I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was it. In many ways, I died in my underground room office in Temple. In my Dragon's Lair, I always say I died, and I think that I want to go back to just living for today with hope for tomorrow, Living for today with hope for tomorrow, It's always carpe diem, and since those days, actually, because it was several days. So it was several days. It was not just one day. It was a whole few weeks. I had COVID and it got worse. I thought that was it. And then somehow I survived COVID. Afterwards, it was in the news, COVID. But when I had it, it wasn't the COVID words, COVID-19 wasn't mention of it. The WHO, when I had it at the beginning, WHO had not declared it a pandemic. So when I had COVID, the WHO, World Health Organization, did not declare it a pandemic. Only in I believe, 15th of March, 20th of March 2020, that's when they declared it a global pandemic. So, but until that point in time, it wasn't even mentioned. COVID, right after I had it, and when I was healed already, I was coming out of it. So at the beginning, I had it. At the beginning, although some say the first case was around December 1st, when, if you're a Telemite like me, want to be Telemite, you celebrate the greater feast. Celebrate the greater feast. That's my will as well, to celebrate the greater feast for yours truly. And look at the beautiful field. It kind of looks a bit on the reddish side. And but anyways, I survived COVID and came out of being depressed and suicidal. I entered politics, if I should say, back in 2018 when I started challenging Donald Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-US border. I started challenging Donald Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-US border. I started challenging Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-US border. I started challenging Donald Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-US border after Trump imposed tariffs of 10% on aluminum and steel, Canadian aluminum and steel, and my anonymous friend, whom if I make $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion, gonna give 50% that, aka that half, and got me those red gloves. I'll be putting them to good use. I started my fitness journey back in 2017, and after I came out of that depression, after I crossed Canada, that event in my life kind of made me a revelation. I established a strong esprit de corps, my fellow Quebecers, Canadians, North Americans, because I was also born in the USA post 1776, 3 times, once as a woman, twice as a man, served in the same United States Armed Forces, 156 years apart in the same army, different wars. And gotta take a minute to salute, send some LOV to the train conductors, the truckers on the road now across North America, going on to 2024, last day of 2024, my March. I always gotta salute, send some LOV to the firefighters. Send some LOV to the firefighters, to the butchers, to the nurses, to the doctors, to the grocery store clerks, to all involved in the production, distribution of food. Please, business. 2025, give mass charity. We need to rebuild the North American inner cities, aka the ghettos. We need to rebuild the North American inner cities, aka the ghettos. We need to mass rebuild the North American inner cities, aka the ghettos of North America. Mass rebuilding infrastructure, finance citizens to work out, train, exercise. Part of my dream, the dancing goddess in the dragon kingdom, when my dream is fundamentally a call for a public-private partnership. Fundamentally, my dream is a call for a PVP, a public-private partnership across the collective North American civilizational complex, Fundamentally, my dream is a call for a public-private partnership across the collective North American civilizational complex across North America. As you see those cars now, my mind, since I have Asperger's, and my special interest, also known as obsessive interest, is geopolitics, parallel to sports and fitness, dancing being my favorite sport and dancing being my favorite fitness activity. I always loved that rock and roll, so now my mind functions in a way that I interject right here where I am now in all the activities which I see, which is this traffic on the highways, equating it to geopolitics and equating it to the geopolitical realities of today. I'm putting it in a perspective for defense only, meditating in parallel to my total mobile defense theory, which I concocted over the years, the total mobile defense theory for the North American collective, aka the North American civilizational complex, aka North America. Right here you see, always meditating on the trucks Truckers, what are they carrying? Essential goods, supreme goods, bacon, cheese, lettuce, milk and eggs and all the other goods, and putting them in a perspective that we potentially have made enemies of powerful nuclear armed nation states, powerful nuclear armed nation states, powerful nuclear armed nation states, potentially from or open Quebec, Canada, North America for sabotage, internal sabotage, both from the east and from the west, both from the east and from the west, both from the east and from the west. But of course my analysis is fundamentally, my theories and initiatives is fundamentally for defense security service of the North American collective, The North American collective is time to create a common currency, common passport, and an integrated special 911 protocols for security service and defense for the 21st century. And based on my several theories and papers, philosophical, academic, of course, scholarly, geopolitical papers, known, of course, as the integration of citizens for the peaceful resolution with non-NATO member diasporas, the peaceful resolution with non-NATO member diasporas, with non-NATO member diasporas communities. And we need to work together as the workers, do better for the workers, better wages, and create the UE. Public-private partnership-centric, my philosophies and my dream, the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, which is fundamentally a democratic republican fusion of the North American collective and public-private partnerships. And it's time to unite North Americans in charity, finance, fitness, finance, tourism. On this last day of 2024, you can see the downtown core area of Montreal there. You can see the Montreal Plex. Well, you can see part of it, that's the downtown core area, and those are the beautiful skyscrapers. Thank you, construction workers. Always got to be saluting the bus drivers on the road. Up you go, you know they carry the citizenry. Let's go. For the singer, sing it with me. For the bus drivers along. Another song up and no need for the guitar and see. For you see and for you be. That's these 19 seconds, that's enough for me. I don't need much but some loving. I don't need much but some singing. Scratch my back a little bit something. Hey, scratch my back a little bit something. Scratch my back a little bit something. So that's why we need to transpose, and we need to get it on the go, and always meditating, always of course getting on that meditation, and always getting on that meditation for the love. And that's my second home there, Mount Royal. That's my second home there, second home, Mount Royal. Always encouraging all to work out, train, exercise, and working out, training, exercising has been, is, will be my medicine and therapy of choice. And it's quite an interesting day. It's way above what it should be in the minus, and I'm actually a little bit on the warm side right now, and I don't need to wear gloves unless it's gonna drop now because it's on that sunset. I'm meditating on those truckers. I love the red ones, you know, red, my favorite color. So we gotta get it on that red on the favorite color. So we always gotta be meditating everything that's transpiring now across the North American collective, across North America. And of course, geopolitics is my kingdom, my realm. I am an independent geopolitical analyst and theorist, and who also loves that rock and roll, and an artist as well, philosopher, financially stressed, but hey, paid my rent for 2025 January, paid my rent's paid in full, paid my rent, paid my electricity bill, got food and coffee, got coffee, and always meditating on all these buildings, putting them some good use. If they're not used, how we can put them to some other use. And if some of these trucks, you know, I wish I would have had 44 billion, to donate 10%. That would have been 4.4 billion to donate 10%. Although when not be so selfish, I would have donated. Went across North America after Trump got elected officially on the 6th until December 24th, and even from December 24th until New Year, I would have given 50,000 to men, women, black, white, and homeless and vulnerable. I said, this is my redemption, this is your second chance, here's 50,000, this is my redemption, this is your second chance. I would have given 50,000. I said, this is your second chance, this is my redemption. I would have loved to be in that position to do that. You know, that would have been something which I would have loved to do. And, you know, I guess there's still, if I would have had that 44 billion, I would have given 10%, you know. That would have been 10%. I see my fellow citizen doing on a jog there. Good for you. You know, I like it. I always encourage people to do a little bit of jogging. It's good for you and super encouraging fitness. And super important to get a fitness done, and super important to get on that fitness done with that, and super important to get on that fitness journey, you know. Starts beginning now, and you gotta begin somewhere with your fitness journey. You gotta begin somewhere with your fitness journey, you know. So there's my second home, the Mountain Mount Royal, and always LOV. I gotta salute my fellow jogger, citizen jogger. You know, I consider Quebecers, Canadians, North Americans my family, and yeah, sometimes, you know, we're dysfunctional, and myself with Asperger's, aka high functioning autism, you know, being on the neurodivergence is not a mental illness. I am less able in certain circumstances, although I got my own joy when I work out, and you know, when I go to the mountain, it's always on the go. And now what attracts my attention is some of those numbers, so I'm just gonna go check some of those numbers there, just out of curiosity. See, this is it's not really symptoms because it's not a mental illness, so it's like I'm curious to see. Oh yeah, it's the weights and all that, what's holding, but it's kind of beautiful. Those doors, both booth ends. Wow, I don't know. It's just also the color attracted me, you know. The color in those numbers. I kind of like the blue. Kind of makes you think of the Quebec flag, you know, because Quebec flag is blue and white, so it's kind of nice. Kind of nice. I don't know. I just like it. Easy door open patent. I kind of love it. There's something that I like about it, you know. Something that I like about the blue. It's been painted over on the side, but on the other side you saw how nice it is. So, anyways, it was a beautiful blue. I gotta say, blue and white like that makes me think, of course, of the Quebec flag. You know, we got the blue, although the fleur de lis, when I see it in my head, is rainbow. When I see the fleur de lis, in my head is rainbow. You know, here in Quebec, Quebec, Canadian, North American, in the red already. But hey, I afforded some sweets, a little bit of candy on the, a little bit of candy, a little bit of candy, a little bit of candy. A little bit of sparkling wine, aka champagne. So I'm good to go for tonight. Excited, gonna spend it with my anonymous friend and watch a little bit of TV, watch some more movie, and watch the countdown. You know, so meditating, have fun, dance for me. Dancing is my favorite sport and fitness activity. But tomorrow on the 1st is gonna be some cleaning and probably coffee with yours truly, rainbow, or a little bit of coffee or tea, and whatever the case may be. So that's something which I got to be meditating, and I do want to be reclassifying, because this 40 days right in parallel to the 44 days parallel to the 40th, going until the 44th day right, going until Trump gets inaugurated on noon 20th of January. Got to avoid those tariffs as much as possible, and then until the beginning of February, because the other right started on the 25th of December, the 40 day right, last 40 day right, last 40 day right, last 40 day right, you know, started on that, go like that, and that's why I gotta go do it with that, and I gotta go interject for my special, do a little bit of kissing there, and a little bit of hugging like that, and that's what I gotta go doing with that, and to get us some of that good loving for that, and gotta get it for the LOV, you know. So that's what it is with that, and they're happy, I'm happy, you know. So that's what matters like that. That's what matters like that, and that's the important thing, you know, that they're joyous, and there's joy, you know. The children's joy to dance, you know. Children's joy, dance, and they're there. That's it, and we gotta give them some of that LOV, you know. They smile, they're happy, safe. Let my children dance in the streets, go wild with it. In the streets, safely. Not where the cars go, not where the cars go. Shake that booty, shake those toes up. Let my children dance in the streets, Shake that booty, shake those toes up. Let my children smile happy, you got joy. Hey, they're happy, I'm happy. See, that's the Mount Royal. And that's downtown. That's what it is, you know. And that's Mount Royal. That's Mount Royal there. That's Mount Royal, my second home. That's part of the Three Peak Mountain, right between the east and the west. The east and the west, between the east and the west, between the east and the west. Rather than the center, south though. She says that's 6 degrees. 6 degrees. It says it's 6 degrees, so we gotta trust, I guess. Yeah, it's supposed to be minus 10, minus 11, so way above normal. These past 3 days, way above normal, but you know, that those youth, because the youth, the children, they're innocent. The youth, the children are innocent. The youth, the children are innocent. The youth, the children are innocent. The youth, the children, they're innocent. So they smiled, they were joyous, free there, and LOV, you know, to the youth, LOV to the youth, LOV to the youth. Gotta love our youth, man. See, that's the downtown core area there. See, that's the mountain, that's the mountain, that's the mountain, Mount Royal right there, right at the top where we were yesterday. And that is, of course, the downtown core area. That's the downtown Montreal core area. Hawk Island, Montreal, that's Hawk Island, Montreal right there. So there it is, Montreal downtown core area, 2.5 million metropolis, and that's the mountain. That's where we go off into my second home, where the flashing red lights are. And here we are from my neighborhood crossing on the south. And I wish I could paint. Give me the blah 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 bureaucratic papers. Give me the tools. Give me the paint and the brushes. I'll paint this rainbow here. I'll paint this rainbow, paint the stairs with it also. You know, we got a mass finance embellishments from the mountain. That's the second home, Mount Royal there, and you can see the other one, Outremont and Westmount. They're big mountain. You can see it afar off. You can see the mountain afar off. Even from outside the island, you can see the mountain even from afar off outside the island. And that's what we do often. We go there in the forest. Last night we were there, so we went on a rock and roll trance, as I get into rock and roll trances, you know. But that's got to be a little bit of cleaning with the foundation of the DGA, of the Dancing Goddess Army, the DGA, the Dancing Goddess Army. We're going to be able to do clean all that. Clean all that. Clean all that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, for the environment, citizens environmental. We got here the Hawk Island, Montreal metropolis, 2.5 million people, but we got a lot of green spaces, but see, that's no good there. That's no good there either. We got to recycle. We got a lot of work to do. In North American Collectif, Quebec, Canada, Montreal, even, you know, around about even my neighborhood. So, blah, 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 blah. We got a mass finance by the foundation of the DGA. Dancing Goddess Army, DGA. Got to send some LOV, be safe on the roads. Don't drink and drive. Got to LOV, salute our ambulance drivers, billionaires, millionaires. I could use a massage therapy session, but I'm going to take a bath. Either tonight, today, or tomorrow on the 1st. Clean, and begin my day with cleaning meditation and make a session on that coffee, geopolitics, and art. Rock and roll open for business 24/7, and we gotta give it for the go, and we gotta get that DGA Dancing Goddess Army. We gotta get that DGA Dancing Goddess Army. We're gonna give that DGA Dancing Goddess Army. You know, for the environment, dancing is my favorite sport, and we're gonna get that DRT. The DRT is the only solution, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna discuss it. The DRT, debt refusion theory, the DRT, debt refusion theory, the DRT, the debt refusion theory is the only solution. There's no other solution now where we are today with the financial situation. There's no solution but the DRT, even that needs some cleaning. So the debt refusion theory for the creation of the UE. My DRT, debt refusion theory, also includes monetary integration theory. I've explained it in all my videos. I explain it because it's part of my ongoing journey as a philosopher, geopolitical, theoretical, honest, and theorist. And extending it, I'm also AA, artist, athlete, artist, and a mystic. Patron Hana Dragon, laying the foundations of the kingdom from Mount Royal of the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Kingdom. Pledge your allegiance, friends with benefits only, thou art family. Pledge your allegiance. Thou art family, on the march. Always thinking now about the butchers, the truckers, the railroad, carpenters, the plumbers, the electricians, the nurses, all those, you know, it's that 6 degrees, the teachers. Gotta get some of that math, gotta get some of that grammar, gotta get some of that dancing, increasing in sports, fitness activities, millionaires, mass finance, public-private partnership, the building of the North American People's Imperial Coliseum on the Canadian-US border. Dragon versus Trump, we gotta find an alternative, say no to the tariffs, integrate economics, security-wise, and economically, security-wise, you know. public-private partnership base. We can do more, rebuild infrastructure, and mass finance some joy, fitness, activity, dancing, and gotta clean, you know, gotta clean the environment. Gotta clean the environment here, so that's what we gotta be doing. And I'm wearing, of course, pants, which is my anonymous friend gift, and a hoodie also, so auctioning also this. My anonymous friend gave me $1 million each item. Gonna give 50%, pay my $10,000 debt, and get on that work, and work at the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom is totally ongoing, you know. It's a complex of the North American civilizational complex for the defense, security, service, and rebirth, and it takes a little bit of doing. Please, millionaires, billionaires, finance the firefighters a massage therapy session, because I'm gonna take a bath instead myself. I just got $5 for a new, $5 for a new, $5 for a new, $5 for a new. $5 for a new foam bath. For a foam bath, and turn my head left and right. Thank you for the food for the beast. Thank you for the food for the beast. Food for the beast. Nah. Gotta get it on the pockets, and wow, all the snow is gone here. All the snow is gone here. All the snow is gone here. Wow, isn't that something? All the snow is gone. All of it. Remember last video it was full of snow, and last week it was full of snow. I came and it's full of snow. I walked through it, I was marking it, but now there's no more snow. All of it gone. With temperatures like yesterday was 11. See, now you can see the mountain, Mount Royal, my second home there. Triple peak mountain system in the centers, right between the east and the west, and the metropolis, downtown Korea, Montreal. You can see it from afar off, from miles and kilometers away, even from outside the island, because I live on an island. It's a big metropolis, 2.5 million people island, but it's nonetheless, it's an island surrounded by a big, huge river. So now you can see the peaks there. See, yeah, now you can see the mountains. So that's where we go often. Every week actually, and that's where we were yesterday, right there. We can see the lights, and right on the other side, so that's Mount Royal, my second home. And this here we're miles and miles away, eh? Here we're it doesn't seem maybe, but we're 25 maybe kilometers, maybe even more. So we can see it from afar off. From really afar off. When I say we can see it from afar off, is from even outside the island, to the north, to the east, to the east, to the west, to the north, to the east, to the south, to the west, to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north, from the north, from the east, from the west, from the north. So we can see around the bow, you know, so something like that. And I guess people are going on their last minute shopping. Watch to pay that interest on the credit cards, you know, credit, and that is not really bad or negative, but it's paying the interest, of which now we pay so much interest on the public debt of Canada that my DRT theory, the debt refusion theory, is the only solution now. Is the only solution. So there's no other solution but my DRT. At this moment in time where we are now, you know, now where we are, at the moment in time where we are now, the DRT, because we pay 46.5 billion in interest, that's 46,000 million, more than double. It more than double from 2021 fiscal year. It was 20.3 double, that's 40.6. So we're gonna take the DRT. My DRT theory also includes monetary integration theory, and again, is the only solution or something really similar to my DRT theory. So we're gonna take all the public and the private debt, 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 and we're gonna refuse it, convert it to US dollars, and we'll come Canada first, binational at the same time by preference. For North America, we're gonna take all the debt, public and private, including my $10,000 to the RBC, and we're gonna convert it to US dollars, add it to the US, and that money is gonna be the initial money supply for a new central bank, and we're gonna issue a new currency called the UE, the universal exchange unit. The universal exchange, we're gonna take the UE, the universal exchange unit. So all the debt, public and private, all the debt, public and private, that's gonna be The initial money supply. So that's gonna be in the billions. But it's actually gonna be even in the trillions, right? In the trillions, because all the debt, including my $10,000, the public and the private debt. So since we pay 46.5 billion, 46.5 billion, 46.5 billion, 46.5 billion, you know, that's how much we pay on the public-private debt. That's how much we pay on the private debt. On the private debt. On the private debt, you know, that's how much we pay on the private debt. On the public debt of Canada, 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. That's 46,000 million. 46. $46,000 million. 46,000 million. That's the amount. $46,000 million. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. So that's what it is, Dad. 46 billion. So there's no other way but my DRT debt refusion treaty for the creation of the UE, the Universal Exchange Unit. The UE, the Universal Exchange Unit, to mass rebuild the infrastructure of the collective North American civilizational complex, to mass rebuild. To mass rebuild the infrastructure of the collective North American civilizational complex, to rebuild the North American civilizational complex infrastructure, you know. The infrastructure, the buildings, gonna need to be rebuilding them, and that's why I need to be rebuilding on the go. So the DRT, debt refusion theory, gonna need to be refusing, and we're gonna need to be creating a complex. So the DRT theory, I'm gonna explain it as much as I can. So we're gonna take all the public and the private debt. We're gonna be taking all the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt, we're gonna be taking it all, and that's what we're gonna be doing. So all the debt, 46.5 billion in interest. That's how much we pay on the public debt. So that amount is really an extensive amount. Of course, it's 46,000. That's a huge amount. Huge amount. 46,000 million. That's how much we pay on the interest. 46. 46. That's a huge amount. 46,000 million. Yeah, man. Somebody's happy, man. LOV, eh? $46,000, 46. It's about 5. 5. 5:30 maybe.
I changed it. I thought it's my problem. I changed it to some card and now right. I can do it here physically because you already paid, but I changed it twice and it doesn't work. I can't find it by name. No. Impossible. I'm exactly from no. I'm not sure. I have a lot of clients and I can't really tell you I can't. Yes, I can't. Give it to me. Yeah, everything. Everything is good now. 70 GB, I give it to you a lot.
How you doing? Busy, eh?
You got just 1 minute.
No,
Go ahead.
Tell me. Yeah.
This is what I want, my brother. Same as last month. And I want the same receipt.
Yeah, what's the phone number? It's not here, it's not here, don't search.
Okay. 438-990.
It's not here.
438-990-9220.
Wait.
Thank you. I think you did it last time, eh?
438.
438-990-9220, Adrian Dragon. Same thing, $25 and for a
no
month.
problem.
Thank you, bro. You're very busy, eh? There's always people here when I come.
$25 with taxes, $28.75. How do you want to pay?
Debit. That's my last expenditure for 2024. Like this? Oh, I have to put it, I think.
Put that check.
Checking, yeah.
Put that one. It's okay, your SIM card is here.
Approved.
I need the phone number, I can't see it here. It's 450. No. Probably. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Try this one.
You want the other receipt, right?
Please. Love you, baby. Have a nice New Year's. Nice, I love you, bro. Yeah. So here it is. Last expense. Last expense. How much is it? How much is it? How much was it? Same as last time. Don't check my address. Same as last time. It didn't increase. I was hoping to get it on the go. So there we go. That's the last expense for the year for yours truly. Oh no, I gotta turn back. Gotta get some coffee. Last expense gonna be some coffee, I guess. So that's what it is with that. 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 So, oh, this looks nice. What? What? That looks nice. That looks really nice. Oh, somebody there some chocolate? No, I guess not. Put in the trash. So, same as last time. Prepaid shatter 25. Same customers. So It's gonna be doing it with that. So here we are. I'm gonna put it with the other bill. Let's see. So this is for December 31st at 450 Geo. Payment debit. It works. I have some of that money, so time for some order. And this was November 25th. So last time I paid it, November 25th, is now December 31st. He was busy. Give him a raise, chatter, give him a raise, you know. So now I got 2 bills, double trouble. The third one's gonna be in January. Third one's gonna be in January, you know. So super busy on the go, and super busy on the go with that. And that's all we're gonna get doing, you know. So that's just something which we gotta do. So. And this is beautiful, and wow, what a beautiful thing here. Wow, it's nice. Little fruit. There we go. Okay, so coffee. Turn back for coffee. We're gonna go get it on the go, and we're gonna go get it on the do for that, and that's how we're gonna go get it, you know. So this is beautiful here, you know. It's just so good, you know. Gonna get it for the doers, you know. And the butchers, you know. The bakers. The nurses, the truckers, firefighters. Gonna get it for the lovers, you know. And, you know, see people smiling, some happy. The kids are happy. They're joyous. We're gonna get it on the go, you know. So it's something which we gotta do, you know. Something which we gotta do. The children are joyous. I'm joyous, you know. We gotta get it on the go, and that's how we gotta get it now. Busy, hectic a bit, you know how the holidays are. And my Asperger's have been on the weird side, but that's how we gotta get on the must. Sushi. No spending. I'm not gonna spend money on the sushi, but that's how we gotta get it now. Hey, they're happy, I'm happy. That's what matters. A little bit of joy, you know. I know credit cards can be maxed out for many. Having on the money, you know, on the money side. The money, it's not all about the money, but give them a raise. I got good customer service every time I get there. I get good customer service, you know. Now sometimes I say love you. It's just like Tom Brady, you know, after getting sacked 3 times, he still says love you to Ray Lewis, you know. Still says love you to Ray Lewis, you know. Getting sacked 3 times, still saying love you to Ray Lewis. The little kid is happy, looking at me a bit on the, like, what you looking at? It's like making a little bit of a face, which is always good, you know. Children are happy, they're happy, I'm joyous, you know. That's what matters. They're innocent at the end of the day, so it's for their love and having fun, and that's what it matters at the end of the day. Millionaires, don't be so selfish. Finance some children's, buy the whole store, give it away. Buy the whole stores, give it away for 2025. That's what I would have done with billions. Would have went across neighborhoods and North America, would have been with neighborhoods across North America, 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 you know. That's what I would have done with that, you know. So that's what I'm gonna get doing with that, you know. So always gotta get it for the, what is that? It's for something which is kind of cool. I just like the green, you know. I just want to get it on the go, you know. So that's how we gotta get it for the doers, man. And now I would love to get a pedicure. Priestess of the goddess not servicing the rainbow dragon today, so let's check out the price of coffee. I'm a bit excited on the price of coffee, so we gotta get it and just make a calculation, you know. Make a calculation, you know. Gotta make a calculation, you know. Make a calculation, you know. Cause I spent $28.75, you know. So $28.75, that would be that it's $28.75 plus what I spent before, so that adds up, you know. So I gotta be mindful, and I'm just gonna clean my hands here, you know, disinfect. Oh yeah, that's super good. It's a bit cold, but you never know, you know. So just gonna disinfect my hands because I touched there and I touched some things, you know. Thank you very much. Merci. Ça fait plaisir. Thanks again. Happy New Year's. So we're gonna go check out that place of coffee, you know. That's what we're gonna get doing with that, you know. Gonna get on and do with that, you know. Check the price of coffee and check how much it costs, and that's what we're gonna get doing, you know. Let's see how much the price of coffee is. I think they're closing. I got enough coffee. Are they closing? Oh yeah, it must be closing. Is it closing? Are they closed? Maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're closed. Okay, they're closed, man. Buy coffee somewhere else, I guess. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Going home. That's it. Spend enough money. Spend enough money. Heading home. Heading home, no more. I'm not gonna go to another store. I got coffee, I got plenty of coffee, so that's it. I got plenty of coffee with that, you know. I got what? I got instant coffee, I got one more cup of coffee. Gonna save it for 20. I'm good. My anonymous friend gave me for Christmas holidays. Nice one, so I'm good. I don't need. I just thought I was gonna squeeze in for a coffee, but that's it. I spent enough money for today. So that's it. That's all. Just gonna go to see my bank, see how much in the minus I am. Heading back to headquarters now. Gonna discuss the DRT debt refusion theory. 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 DRT debt refusion theory. The DRT debt refusion theory. DRT debt refusion theory. Super important. I discuss it. So my DRT theory includes monetary integration theory. Monetary integration theory is also the theory which was implemented in the European Union. The Germans, they got rid of the Deutschmark. The Italians, they got rid of their lira. The French also. So they got rid of their all respective currency and they created a common currency, the euro, and they destroyed their all national banks. They no longer have a national bank, right? They do not have a national bank anymore. Germany, Italy, France. So they integrated supranational. They did a supranational economic financial integration, and the ECB, the European Central Bank, is a supranational banking institution. It's not a national institution. So my DRT theory is the only solution at this moment in time. Why do I make that pronouncement, declaration? Since the fact that we pay 46.5 billion in interest. 46.5 billion in interest. Just the interest on the public debt of Canada this year is 46.5 billion, right? Heard again, 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion, that's 46,000 million. That's 46,000 million. That's 46,000 million. That's 46,000 million, right? A billion has 9 zeros. A billion has 9 zeros. A billion has 9 zeros. That's how much it is. It's 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. That's how much it is. So in 2020, 2021, it was 20.3 billion. 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 Double is 40.6. 20.3 billion double is 40.6. Double 20.3 billion double is 40.6. So it's actually paying the interest, just the interest on the public debt of Canada. It more than doubled in 3 years, surely due to COVID. And I had COVID, I survived it. I thought I was gonna die, anyways I did die. So my DRT theory is the only solution, or something similar parallel to it. So due to the fact that we pay so much interest on the public debt, the interest amount is just enormous, 46.5 billion. It doubled. In 2021 it was 20.3 billion. So 20.3 billion is 20,000 million. It's still a huge amount. It was 3 years ago, but now it more than double. So imagine, to make it inconsequential, parallel to a certain individual in the individual citizen context who has a credit card. Imagine that you have debt. You have debt, you have credit card, but you pay, in 2020, 2021, you paid $156 in interest. In 2023 years ago, you paid $156 in interest. But this year, you're gonna have to pay more than double, 333. Compared to 3 years ago where you paid 156, this year you're gonna pay 333. So you paid 156, 156 in 2021, and then this year, 3 years later, it more than doubled the amount that you pay. But your salary has not doubled. It only increased by, let's say, 15%. 15%. So if you do the math, you have to cut some expenditures. You cannot maintain it. So, right? But as you go bankrupt, So what? It's possible that we wake up to a financial black swan event. It's possible that we wake up to a financial black swan event. It's possible that we wake up to a financial black swan event. It's possible that we wake up to a financial black swan event. So, it's possible to wake up to a financial black swan event. So that is a possibility. A financial black swan event, right? Of the public financial system of Canada. A black swan event would be the worst case scenario, but it's possible right after the fiscal year changes, on the 2nd, on the 3rd of January, even before Trump gets inaugurated officially on the 20th of January, even the first week of February, it's possible. A public financial collapse of Canada, financial public collapse, it more than doubled just the interest. So it's not sustainable. We will not be able to pay the public services, the public sanitation, public workers, public sanitation, public workers, firefighters, security services, prisons. You realize, right? Well, we're going to cut the prisons. No more prisons. What are we going to do with the criminals? What are we going to do with criminals? What are we going to do? What are you going to do? What are we going to do? The DRT is the only solution. The DRT, debt refusion theory. DRT, debt refusion theory. The DRT, the debt refusion theory. The DRT, the debt refusion theory. The DRT, the debt refusion theory for the creation of the UE. For the creation of the UE. So my DRT theory also includes monetary integration theory. My DRT theory also includes monetary integration theory, which is the financial theory which was implemented in the European Union. So my DRT includes monetary integration theory, my debt refusion theory, my integration theory, and monetary integration theory is the actual financial theory which was implemented in the European Union. Which was implemented in the European Union. So my DRT stands for debt refusion theory. It includes, integrated in my theory, is a financial theory known as monetary integration theory, which was implemented in the European Union. So we're going to take all the public, and again, something similar is the only solution, but my theory best, or something close which resembles my DRT theory standing for debt refusion theory. So we're going to take all the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt. We're going to take all the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt. I got $10,000 in debt. So my debt, your debt, all the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt, all the public and the private debt, including my $10,000. My $10,000. All of it, we're going to convert it, Canadian public private debt, to United States dollar, because the United States dollar is the currency of choice for world trade, international business, and world finance, and tourism, and diplomacy. So we're going to convert all the public private debt of Canada, including my 10,000 to the RBC, into dollars from the United States, into dollars from the United States, into dollars, United States dollar. All that money converted, that's going to be the initial money supply for a new central bank. That's going to be the initial money supply for a new central bank. That's going to be the initial money supply for a new central bank. That's going to be the initial money supply for a new central bank. For a new central bank. That's going to be the initial money supply for a new central bank. For a new central bank. All that money converted into US dollars is going to be the initial money supply for a new bank. For a new bank. For a new bank. Whatever we call the bank, North American, Canada first, preferably at the same time binational, just like the NHL, NBA, and the newly go PVHL, Professional Women's Hockey League, PVHL, Professional Women's Hockey League, Professional Women's Hockey League, Professional Women's Hockey League, oh, the PVHL, Professional Women's Hockey League. So all the debt, public and private, 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 we're going to take it all, convert it all into US dollars. With Mexico, Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba is a part of it. Cuba is part of the Collectif, is part of North America, or what I call as a philosopher, the great North American civilizational complex, or the complex of North American civilization, also known as the North American Collective, North America. So Canada first, United States, preferably at the same time US, Canada. All the money, all the public-private debt converted to US dollars, that's going to be the initial money supply for a new central bank, and we're going to issue a new currency, which we're going to call the UE. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. The UE. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. The UE. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. The UE, the UE, the UE, the universal exchange unit. U dot universal, E dot exchange, U dot unit. The UE, the UE, the UE. We're gonna set an interest rate level of 10%, 10%, 10%, 10% max. It can be below 3.33, 7.18, 4.18, 9.3, 1.56. Below 10, it can be not above 10 by principle thereafter. And with all that money, we're gonna rebuild the infrastructure of North America. Mass finance citizens to work out, train, exercise, build more hydroelectric dams here in Quebec, more hydroelectric dams here in Quebec, more hydroelectric dams here in Quebec, rebuild the infrastructure, build 44 tunnels, build 44, construct, build 44 tunnels in case of a thermonuclear war across the North American Collective, build 44, the number following 43 before 45 is 44, compare them based of course on the Montreal, underground city. We have an underground city of miles, kilometers underneath Montreal, the metropolis city, kind of close to downtown, down Montreal underground. So we're going to be mass finance citizens, fitness activity, mass finance tourism, and rebuild the North American ghettos, aka the North American urban cities. And we're going to rebuild the North American urban cities, aka the ghettos. We're going to rebuild the ghettos of North America, aka the North American urban centers, inner cities. We need to be mass rebuilding that haven't been rebuilt since the 70s. More than 44 years. Let's go NFL, National Football League, owners and players, millionaires, billionaires, NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, construction workers, go, construction workers, LOV, construction workers, cheerlead, public workers who build all the bridges, the infrastructure, the highways. Civilization is a privilege. Just now I was meditating upon how the phone works with the 3G, 4G, 5G, 3G, 4G, 5G, 3G, 4G, 5G, the point of service, the microchips in it, how it services based on several corporations, mergers, and the technical details, a little bit of a of course, radio waves, the waves circulating, and the high energy of North America, and all who come to join us. Brothers and sisters, welcome to the family. The dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, pledge your allegiance. Legions, welcome to the family. Pledge your allegiance, legions, welcome to the family. We gotta get the North American Collective. We gotta get the North American Collective. Gotta get the North American Collective, you know. Yeah. Play black, white, and rainbow. I got a bit lustful when I got in there. I was admiring somebody, but I saw three couples kissing in a holding hands of different ages, so that would give me a little bit of joy for them. I love seeing that. I love to match make that black, white, and rainbow 24/7, you know. So for free as a hobby, I guess. And I'm an independent geopolitical theoretical analyst and theorist, philosopher, artist, athlete, philosopher, mystic, and the DRT, debt refusion theory, for the creation of the universal exchange unit, the UE is the only solution, brothers and sisters. There's no other solution. You can argue all you want, but at this point in time, there's no other solution. There's no other solution. There's no other solution. You can argue all you want, but besides that, there's no solution. Where we are, the public servicing the debt, not that just the debt, but the interest we pay on the debt has more than doubled. Not just the debt, but the interest we pay on the debt has more than doubled. Not just the debt, but the interest we pay on the debt has more than doubled. Not just the debt, but the interest we pay on the debt has more than doubled. Has more than doubled. So the creation of the UE, the DRT, debt refusion theory, the debt refusion theory is the only solution. That's what we gotta be doing. The DRT, debt refusion theory, for the creation of the universal exchange unit. Universal exchange unit. Universal exchange unit. The US, all the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt. All the public and the private debt. Converted to US dollars for North America. That's only solution. Let's build on the Canadian-US border. The North American People's Imperial Coliseum. The North American People's Imperial Coliseum, the North American People's Imperial Coliseum, vis-a-vis parallel to the Forgotten Goddess Temple, vis-a-vis to the Forgotten Goddess Temple, vis-a-vis to the Forgotten Goddess, GODDSS, laying the foundations for the kingdom with trillions of kisses, trillions of kisses, trillions of kisses. Creator, yours truly, Adrian Hanna Dragon, from the Forgotten Goddess, and we need to build the House of the Dragons. Scarlet, crimson, scarlet, crimson, scarlet, crimson, scarlet, crimson. Scarlet and crimson are shades of red, and we need to rebuild. Gotta give a salutation to that locomotive, carrying some of those goods, train conductors. Gotta salute LOV, train conductors of North America. We got the Canadian Pacific CPKC, a big merger to get all the way to Mexico, Canada, US, a merger of the railways. We now can go from all the way to deep into Mexico by rail to United Canada, US. The merger of the Canadian Pacific and the Kansas City Rail has created a North American integrated railway. So we need to get that North American Union, create a common passport, and implement, of course, the Great North American Census, biometrics, and new passport. The Great North American Census, calling on my astrological brother Bill Gates, Scorpio Bill Gates of BlackRock and Blackstone, are two different financial institutions which split after 1988/1989. It's Larry Fink, another Scorpio, and Joe Biden, another Scorpio, astrological related. It takes Sagittariuses, Leos, Pisces, Capricorns. It takes them all together to work in a consortium conjointly. You know, we got to get that XY, and that's what we got to get doing on that, and we got to get doing for the love, and that's how we got to get doing for the butchers with it. And sometimes we got to get it on the go, you know. So it's getting on the go now as we go, you know. We got to get it for the love and the lovers, and that's how we got to get it for the doers, you know. And that's how we got to get it for the thinkers and the butchers and all those involved in the production, distribution of food, you know. Something which we got to be mindful of as we transverse now, and we got to be mindful of the public works, and we got to get it for those public workers who build, you know, the North American collective infrastructure, the North American collective infrastructure for the X, and for black and white and rainbow. Fight racism with some action. Fight racism with some action. Kisses on the table for blacks, my brothers and sisters blacks, who are 13.3, including my neighbors, you know, to have a diversity in my neighborhood, you know. So sometimes we have subconscious elements, biases, you know, against people who look different, or we have some experiences with an individuals part of a certain group, and we tend to stereotype and generalize. We tend to stereotype and generalize. So myself being with a tiny minority with neurodivergence, people with Asperger's of neurodivergence, and people with Asperger's, also known as HFA, high functioning autistics, whose obsessive interest, aka special interest, is always 24/7 geopolitics, 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 study thereof. And I predicted what's happening now 5 years ago, 2019. Still predicted it an international conflagration, and still predicting. So I predicted it. Even now, you see, they're going east, west, north, south. My mind turns to putting those transportations, those trucks, into a geopolitical complex. I know that they're heading west. I don't know the distance or what they're carrying. But if they carry some goods, they're open for sabotage. You know, for the great collective complex. And those are possibilities which, of course, gotta be thinking about. And we're open for sabotage, potential supposedly more information about espionage and deep integration of foreign actors in the North American complex, because Canada, Quebec, North America, we got each other coast to coast, ocean to ocean. We gotta get that North Americans unite, a common passport, and I'm calling for the Great North American Census. The Great North American Census. To take a census, to do some evaluations of citizens, fellow North Americans who have been here since 2017, and classification of my several philosophies of the reconciliation with non-NATO aligned diaspora communities, the reconciliation with non-NATO aligned diaspora communities, the reconciliation with non-NATO diaspora communities, the reconciliation with non-NATO aligned diaspora communities, as we have, you know. We're open for sabotage, you know. I am a geopolitical theoretical analyst and theorist, and with my Asperger's, HFA, high-functioning autism, I know you're my family, and I hope for reconciliation and healing, you know, my intensity, my weirdness. I put my sexuality in the open. I have been for more than 7 years now. I am pansexual, part of the LGBTQ community, although made lots of friends, and I called a few times, they called back. After that, I lost the majority of friends with benefits only from now on, but I get to know what my condition is, you know, my condition of neurodivergence, my conditions of neurodivergence in parallel to neurotypicals, you know. And for all my brothers and sisters, North Americans, we gotta get together. Dragon Army. The North American Citizen Integrated Security Service and Defense. The North American Security Service and Defense. The North American Security Service and Defense Force for the North American Collective. Something which we gotta be mindful of. And the DGA Dancing Goddess Army. The DGA Dancing Goddess Army, you know. To create, of course, the Dancing Goddess Army. The North American Integrated Dance League for the environmental purpose. Gotta take some action, you know. As you see that one there. What is that? Somebody made a little bit of that, so something which we gotta be mindful of as we go. And the construction workers, you know, always be mindful of the construction workers to get it on the go, where they're going and how they're building, you know. Sometimes I'm a fan. So this is all new here, and they build the structures, and I'm gonna check for that cranes, you know. So these are new. These are gonna be built new right there. See, on the side there. Look at that. That's gonna be built new, right there. Oh wow. They finished fast. This was not even there like a few weeks ago. Wow. They finished kind of wow already. That was new. I wonder how much it cost. Go construction workers, go. Gotta build the North American Imperial People's Coliseum. Gotta build the North American Imperial People's Coliseum. Gotta build the North American Imperial People's Coliseum. Gotta build the North American People's Imperial Coliseum. And the Forgotten Goddess Temple, and the Coliseum. North American People's Imperial Coliseum created, you know, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, and the grocery store clerks and construction workers. Build the Forgotten Goddess Temple as well. That's my will, to build the Forgotten Goddess Temple. Forgotten Goddess, GODDSS Temple. And of course the Forgotten Goddess Temple. To get it on the go, the Forgotten Goddess Temple, you know. That's what I will to build right here in the North American Collective. You know. Something which I will see somebody before 2024 ends. Last day today, last hours. Only a few more hours to go. Somebody's working out. Hey, that's the way. Bravo, bravo. Don't mean to stare, but you know, I passed by the other side, by that side there the other day, and I know that they have a gymnasium. You know, so I know that they have a gymnasium there. So there's something which I wanted to see if they have any boxing. I passed by closed the other day. Like I went because it's a window. I think it's just part. You can't have membership. It's just those who are living there. I assume. I don't know if you can. If you don't live there, if you can buy a membership, because I didn't see any sign. That's what I wanted to check. And a few weeks ago, of course, a few weeks ago, I went to check if they have a boxing bag. So it was maybe they put one now. I don't know, because I was just curious, you know, what they had. But I gotta check my vision sometimes, you know, from far away. I can't see, because I think somebody else would have been able to see what I see from that distance. But I think I might need glasses. I'm gonna have to see a lot of checkups, medical checkups, January, a lot of medical checkups in January. So health starts with some push-ups, some marching, and gratitude for the mental health is gratitude 24/7, grateful, thankful. Where there's a light, there's a shadow. Where there's a light, there's a shadow. Where there's a light, there's a shadow. So grateful, thankful. I paid my rent. 2025 January coming, last March of 2024. Gonna begin 2025 with first day tomorrow. I'm just gonna rest, do a bath, do some cleaning, donate, make some donations, and dance, I guess. Go dancing, cleaning. Yeah. Wearing the shirt that my anonymous, the friend gave, you know. And gotta get it for that. And always gotta be mindful, you know, of everything else. And gotta put it on for that French. Because we're la belle province, you know. So let's switch it up a little bit. Hey, bienvenue de la Grotte Dragon, la dernière marche de 2024, 31 décembre. Je vous encourage. Québécois, l'entraînement physique. L'entraînement physique a été ça dans ma médecine et thérapie de choix. Puis je viens de faire mes commissions. Je suis allé payer mon téléphone pour 2025. Et je viens de payer mon loyer aujourd'hui pour 2025 en janvier. Pour le mois de janvier 2025, parce que je vais le payer mensuel. Fait que je suis déjà dans le rouge déjà. Fait que ça sert que je m'en vais maintenant à la banque pour regarder, parce que j'ai utilisé ma carte. Fait que le savoir, dans le contexte que j'ai utilisé ma carte, que ça soit donné par qu'est-ce qu'on doit faire dans ces enjeux de mais mon stress financier. À part ça, ça va bien. Quand même joyeux, je suis content, je suis quand même joyeux, tu sais, de bonne humeur, mais j'ai quand même vécu des temps difficiles moi-même. J'ai survécu la COVID en 2020, février-mars, je pensais que j'allais mourir, mais quand je l'ai eu, je me suis fait frapper fort. Mais avant 2017, j'étais en dépression suicidaire, j'étais en dépression suicidaire, tu sais. J'étais en dépression, puis suicidaire, j'étais en dépression, mais j'étais suicidaire, en dépression suicidaire, puis je traversais le Canada de côte à côte, mais en 2017, en août, j'allais à Vancouver, la Colombie-Britannique, en traversant le Canada de côte à côte, mais ça m'a fait sortir de la dépression, j'ai eu un réveil. Je dis, wow, tellement de choses à faire, à voir au Québec, au Canada. Quand je suis allé à Banff, les montagnes, j'étais comme, j'ai eu une révélation, mais ça m'a vraiment fait sortir de la dépression. J'ai écrit un papier, document, après des initiatives qui sont fondamentalement un appel pour un partenariat pour fonder chez les citoyens à l'entraînement physique parallèlement au tourisme. Parce que moi, quand j'ai traversé le Canada, ça m'a fait sortir de la dépression. J'ai fondé un esprit de corps solide. avec le Canada. J'ai fondé un esprit de corps solide avec le Canada, le Québec, les Nord-Américains, car vous savez qu'il y a une spiritualité un peu étrange comme mon autisme hautement fonctionnel, aussi connu comme l'Asperger. Je vis avec l'autisme hautement fonctionnel, l'Asperger. Donc, c'est ça que je vis avec l'Asperger, l'autisme hautement fonctionnel. Fait que j'ai cette conscience de neurodivergence. Ça fait de moi-même, je suis une minorité, hein, parce qu'il y a moins qu'1%. Moins de 0,44% de la population, moins de 0,44% de la population, moins de 0,44% de la population, moins de 0,44% de la population qui vivent avec cette condition qui n'est pas une maladie mentale, c'est juste une condition de neurodivergence. Ça fait que j'ai des intérêts spéciaux, puis je suis super concentré, super intense quand j'y travaille dans ce domaine, comme moi-même, c'est la géopolitique et l'analyse, la théorie de la révision, puis l'analyse des événements géopolitiques 24/24, hein? C'est 24/24. Parallèlement, la géopolitique, c'est l'entraînement physique, le sport. Le sport que je préfère, c'est la danse. L'entraînement physique que je préfère, c'est la danse. Danse. Et le rock'n'roll, bien sûr, j'en chante. Je rentre dans une transe de chansons de rock'n'roll, fait que c'est ça, je suis bon. C'est ça que je fais, 24/24, cette trinité de la géopolitique, la danse, le rock'n'roll, géopolitique, la danse, le rock'n'roll, 24/24 au quotidien, avec une routine. La géopolitique, la danse, le rock'n'roll. C'est vraiment ces choses-là. Depuis plus que 7 ans. J'ai prévu la situation actuelle qui se déroule en ce moment, là, en 2019, en octobre et en novembre. J'ai prévu qu'il y aura une conflagration internationale. J'ai prévu la situation maintenant. D'une manière générale, j'ai prévu qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le monde en 2019, en octobre et en novembre. J'ai la preuve, j'ai les vidéos en ligne, puis parallèlement, j'ai créé un système d'entraînement physique qui ne requiert aucun équipement, qui ne requiert aucun équipement. Ça ne requiert pas d'équipement, puis c'est simple, pas vraiment. C'est simple, mais quand même simple à faire, puis à procéder. Puis moi-même, j'ai fait plus que 372 entraînements de mon propre système d'entraînement physique que j'ai créé en 2019. J'ai fait plus que 372. J'ai fait plus que 372. J'ai fait plus que 372. Plus que 372. Plus que 372. Plus que 372. Système d'entraînement physique que j'ai fait de moi-même. Tu sais. J'ai fait de moi-même, tu sais. Cet entraînement physique, tu sais, que je l'ai créé en 2001, mais parallèlement, paradoxe, là, je l'ai créé pour y aller avec une situation similaire. En d'autres mots, d'une situation d'urgence géopolitique, de conflits internationaux, parce que c'est ça que j'avais prévu, qu'il y aura, que les conflits antérieurs, ils vont reprendre, puis il va y avoir comme une troisième guerre mondiale. Fait que c'était ça la prédiction. C'est que ça j'avais prévu en 2019 octobre. C'est ça qui se passe dans le monde maintenant, parallèlement, pas à chaque détail, mais d'une manière généralement parlant, de manière générale. Puis ça reste que mes initiatives, mes protocoles, que je fais appel à tous de soutenir le royaume de la déesse et du dragon qui danse. Je dois y aller aux toilettes. Je pousse parce que je ne veux pas toucher, parce qu'à cause des gens et des micros, j'utilise mon foulard. Là. C'est important de se laver les mains aussi. Hein. Après ça, avec du sang. Et voilà. Après, je me suis bien lavé les mains. Lavez-vous les mains. Mais c'est ça. Fait que, avec mes analyses et théories en géopolitique, j'ai prévu la situation actuelle. Puis ici, là, ce petit tunnel, un tunnel, j'aimerais bien ça. Peinturer le tunnel ici. Si vous voulez emmener la bureaucratie et la paperasse mis de côté, emmenez-moi les outils, la peinture, puis je vais faire pour l'embellissement public. Ça en fait plaisir de mettre du bleu, du blanc, il est 5h35, 5h35. Parce que je suis de retour chez nous avant 7h, fait que c'est parfait parce que ça va me prendre exactement d'ici 1 heure pour me rendre chez nous, exactement 1 heure, mais je veux passer à la banque, fait qu'1h15, fait que je serai là puis, à peu près à 7h moins 10 parce que j'ai dit qu'à 7h, on commence un peu les festivités, puis c'est ça qui est ça, donc je dois me diriger vers chez nous, puis j'aimerais ça faire l'embellissement ici, un embellissement de la ville, la Publik, quelque chose de bleu, blanc, arc-en-ciel possible. Arc-en-ciel, toute la peinture, c'est un peu gris. Hein? Un peu gris, c'est gris, la couleur, hein? Ça va faire du bien pour la morale, pour le bien public. Et je dois saluer ceux qui ont bâti, construit cet abreuvoir, imaginez-vous, hein, tout le travail, le cerveau et le muscle, ça a requis pour avoir ça, puis je touche pas avec la main parce que j'ai un peu les microbes, des germes et des bactéries, fait que je vais juste m'hydrater un peu bien comme vous, j'ai soif. On va sortir, mais on va sortir par là. Donc, là, je veux discuter à la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, mais c'est vraiment important que je la discute. Mais avant ça, je vais juste passer un mot d'amour, d'encouragement aux pompiers. Amour aux pompiers, amour aux travailleurs publics. Aujourd'hui, qui travaille le 24, hein. Dernier jour, mardi, le 31 décembre. On est le dernier jour de 2024, mais température un peu élevée, là. C'est un peu élevé. Là. Plus que c'était 6 tantôt, hier c'était 11, fait que c'est censé être dans le moins, mais on finit l'année avec une petite vague de chaleur, j'imagine. Mais les travailleurs publics, un petit peu d'amour, les camionneurs, les boulangers dans les boulangeries, les boulangers dans les boulangeries. Mais vous voyez maintenant comment mon cerveau d'Asperger, qui a comme intérêt obsessif, la géopolitique fonctionne. Si je mets ce train, je sais le fait que je connais qu'il s'en va vers l'est, quand on va vers l'est. Je sais bien sûr que c'est en s'en allant vers l'est, bien sûr. Je mets dans un contexte de géopolitique, puis, parce qu'on peut avoir un potentiel sabotage des choses qu'on a au Québec, l'infrastructure québécoise, canadienne, puis nord-américaine, parce on s'est fait des nations, des pays là, ennemis potentiels, parce qu'on a envoyé des armes pour prendre place dans certains conflits à l'extérieur de l'Amérique du Nord. Fait que c'est possible qu'il y ait du sabotage. Il y a une possibilité, il y a une possibilité de sabotage que ces pays-là, de l'Est et de l'Ouest, quand même des deux bords, hein, peuvent quand même financer du sabotage. Peuvent quand même financer du sabotage, là. C'est possible qu'ils financent du sabotage, là. C'est des choses qui peuvent arriver maintenant, aujourd'hui, puis en 2025, quand on s'en va, parce que, encore une fois, on a pris bien sûr, Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait, bien sûr? C'est du sabotage, bien sûr, qui est possible, là, dans ce contexte physique, qui ont les infrastructures, pas juste physique, mais digital aussi, hein, puis d'autres manières aussi, socio-culturelles aussi. Hein. La géopolitique, c'est vraiment mon domaine. Quand on étudie la géopolitique, la guerre, puis la diplomatie, bien sûr, puis des choses d'espionnage, de sabotage, c'est quelque chose que ça fait interne, bien sûr. C'est quelque chose que ça fait, bien sûr, interne. Puis c'est des choses, bien sûr, que moi-même, il faut que je finance, que j'envisage, puis j'ai comme pas le choix, là. Parce que c'est mon intérêt obsessif. Fait quand ça vient à la géopolitique, puis l'infrastructure du Québec, du Canada, l'Hydro-Québec aussi. Je dois saluer les travailleurs de l'Hydro-Québec du passé du 20e siècle qui ont bâti les centrales 63. Vous imaginez-vous, là? C'est des potentiels ouverts, ça, de sabotage, ça. Puis il y a quelque chose qui a fait de l'espionnage, bien sûr, pour en faire de l'espionnage, tu sais. C'est des choses qui arrivent, bien sûr, dans le contexte sociopolitique culturel d'aujourd'hui, tu sais. C'est dans un complexe de socioculturel de géopolitique premièrement, là, mais ça inclut dans le géopolitique ces enjeux financiers, militaires, c'est de sécurité, puis de culture politique aussi. Là, c'est toutes ces choses-là qui rentrent dans le géopolitique, c'est tout un univers là, complet. Fait que c'est comme ça que ça marche avec les autistes mouvement fonctionnel, puis moi bien sûr avec l'Asperger, ce que mon intérêt spéciaux, j'utilise pas le mot obsessif, obsédé, l'intérêt obsessif, parce que c'est plus des mots que les neurotypiques qui ne sont pas neurodivergents, qui n'ont pas le Asperger's comme moi-même en étant aspiré avec l'Asperger, citoyen québécois, canadien, nord-américain de l'Amérique du Nord, avec l'Asperger's. C'est sûr que dans ce contexte-là, c'est des choses que ils vont utiliser peut-être obsessif, mais c'est pas vraiment obsessif dans le sens avec connotation négative, parce que c'est pas vraiment négatif dans ce contexte-là. Je vais juste voir. Je vais voir si, quand j'ai payé tantôt, si ça a procédé. Là, je vais voir combien je suis dans le moins. Là, dans le fond, je vais voir comment je suis dans le moins. Je vais voir comment je suis dans le moins. Mais je suis en crise financière. Je commence 2025 en crise financière, mais j'ai bien l'emploi que j'ai bien aimé durant la COVID, surtout avec les aînés dans les CHSLD, puis dans des entrepôts, puis dans d'autres travails que j'ai eu, bien sûr, mais ça a duré un couple de semaines, un couple de mois. Puis... Oh, moins 372, j'ai une protection jusqu'à 300, moins 372, mais j'ai une protection jusqu'à 300. J'ai payé mon Hydro-Québec, je viens de le payer hier. L'Hydro-Québec, je l'ai payé hier, Hydro-Québec, fait que c'est correct, là, mais j'ai moins 372. Donc, dans ce contexte-là, en vue que j'ai une protection de 500, je suis vraiment dans le bout, là. Fait que... Mais j'ai pas besoin de grande chose pour juste du café qui me reste à m'en acheter, là. J'ai juste du café que j'ai besoin de m'acheter. J'ai juste du café, là, puis je vais payer 11% d'intérêt sur la dette de 10 000 à janvier, fait que ça va faire un 100 $ qui s'en va, fait que je vais être proche du 500, là, je vais être vraiment proche du 500, fait que c'est 500 de protection, fait que là je suis moins 372, fait que ça veut dire que quand j'ai payé le téléphone, je fais ça avec ça comme ça, parce qu'il n'y a plus de... J'aimerais ça qu'ils remettent, tu sais, pour les bactéries, là. Qui remettent pour les bactéries. Tu sais, non, il n'a plus l'enlever, mais j'aimerais ça qu'ils remettent à sa place pour les bactéries. Qu'ils remettent à la place pour les bactéries, tu sais, qu'ils remettent à la place. Qu'ils remettent à la place pour les bactéries, comme ça les microbes puis les germes, on va pouvoir se laver les mains. Puis j'aimerais qu'on continue ces procédures de santé, de sanitation publique. Sanitation publique. Moi, ça ne me dérange pas, des fois, moi-même, tu sais, je suis moins chez nous, je suis pas parfait, loin de là. Avec certaines choses, j'ai bien de la misère. C'est ça, l'autisme mouvement fonctionnel, la condition de neurodivergence, l'Asperger, c'est que dans certaines choses, j'ai vraiment plus de misère, plus de misère que dans d'autres choses, bien sûr, mais c'est ça, l'autisme mouvement fonctionnel, une condition de neurodivergence avec laquelle je vis, bien sûr. Ça fait toujours dans ce contexte de neurodivergence. Fait que là, je me dirige, je vais discuter la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette. Justement, ça fait bon que je suis sorti bien sûr, je pense sortir de la dépression, bien sûr. Puis bien sûr, je dois faire attention, puis je dois dire, bien sûr, dans ce commandement, bien sûr, que ils font de l'entraînement physique, puis je dois saluer aussi nos concitoyens, bien sûr, qui font de l'entraînement physique. Que c'est bien sûr le 31 décembre, ils finissent bien l'année, puis j'ai eu avec les forces de sécurité de service, personne n'est parfait, quelqu'un il faut qu'il chante aussi pour nos frères et sœurs en uniforme, bonne année, nos frères et sœurs en uniforme, aussi les pompiers. Puis il faut dire dans ce contexte de neurodivergence, bien sûr qu'il faut chanter du rock'n'roll. Fait que là, je vais discuter de la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, là, TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, théorie de la refusion de la dette, là. TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, théorie de la refusion de la dette, you know, ça. C'est ça qu'on a, bien sûr, c'est ça qu'on a, bien sûr. Sur la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, c'est la théorie de la refusion de la dette. Donc, pourquoi je me prononce que c'est la seule et unique solution? C'est dû au fait, bien sûr, qu'aujourd'hui, on paye sur la dette publique 46,5 milliards d'intérêts. 46,5 milliards d'intérêts. 46,5 milliards, c'est 46 000 millions. Ça, c'est le montant d'intérêts qu'on paye sur la dette publique seulement, là, cette année. En 2020-2021, le montant était de 20,3 milliards. Le montant était de 20,3 milliards. 20,3 milliards, là. 20,3 milliards fois 2, c'est 40,6. 40,6. Ça aurait été le double. En 3 ans, ça a plus que doublé, là. Tournez votre tête de la gauche à droite quand vous traversez, parce que des fois, tu sais, les freins fonctionnent mal. Fait que c'est possible que les freins fonctionnent mal, que le citoyen conducteur pèse sur l'accélérateur en place de peser sur le frein. Si vous conduisez, mais ne buvez pas d'alcool, s'il vous plaît, buvez pas d'alcool, buvez pas d'alcool. Hein. Fait que la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, c'est la seule et unique solution. Pourquoi je m'exprime de même? Ben, c'est que vu cause qu'on paye 46,5 milliards. 46,5 milliards, c'est 46 000 millions. Là. Vous imaginez-vous comment c'est un chiffre énorme? Là? C'est un montant énorme. 20,3 milliards. C'était en 2020-2021. 20,3 milliards, 20,3 milliards. Ça, c'était le montant en 2020-2021. C'est rendu plus que double. Double 20 fois 3 fois 2, c'est 40,6. Ça aurait été le double. C'est 46,5. C'est plus que le double. C'est sûr qu'à cause de la COVID, moi-même, j'ai survécu la COVID. C'était... Je pensais que j'allais mourir, c'était comme vraiment, je pensais que j'allais mourir. La COVID, pour moi-même, c'était comme la mort, la pestilence, puis la maladie. Comme la pestilence, la maladie. C'était comme la mort, la pestilence, puis la maladie. C'est quelque chose de neurodivergence dans ce contexte, que bien sûr, à cause que j'ai cet intérêt spéciaux, aussi connu comme l'intérêt obsessif des autistes hautement fonctionnels, comme les Asperger, moi-même, la géopolitique, on doit avoir un peu de savoir sur la dette publique, sur les finances publiques, Là, on est rendu à payer 46,5 milliards d'intérêts. 46,5 milliards d'intérêts. Ça, c'est juste le montant qu'on paye d'intérêts sur la dette publique. C'est 46,5 milliards. Alors, c'était plus que double. 20,3 fois 2, c'est 40,6. Fait que là, c'est plus que double. À cause de la COVID, bien sûr. Comme la COVID, pour moi-même, c'était comme la mort, la pestilence, la maladie, la mort, la pestilence, la maladie, la mort, puis la pestilence, puis la maladie. C'est bien sûr que... Pensez bien sûr que j'allais mourir. J'allais mourir, bien sûr, de la COVID. Puis en ayant la COVID en 2020, je vais marquer 5 ans. Là. Depuis que j'ai survécu en février-mars, je vais marquer 5 ans. Je vais marquer 5 ans de la COVID, tu sais. En 2020, 2021. En 2020, je l'ai eu. En 2020. Puis quand ayant survécu la COVID, tu sais. Ayant survécu la COVID, puis c'est à cause de la COVID, ça a plus que doublé. Mais c'est juste l'intérêt de la dette publique. C'est même pas... C'est juste c'est juste l'intérêt. Fait qu'imaginez-vous qu'en 2020, 2021, vous êtes en train de payer 156 $ d'intérêt sur votre dette publique, sur votre dette personnelle, dette sur la carte de crédit. Puis là, cette année, vous payez plus que double, soit 333, soit 333. Fait qu'imaginez-vous, vous allez devoir couper quelque part. Parce que si votre salaire est augmenté juste de 10%, là, ou 15, ou même moins, ou même pas, ou même 5%. Mais l'intérêt que vous payez sur la dette a plus que doublé de 156 à 333. C'est exactement avec les finances publiques. Fait que vous allez devoir couper quelque chose. Je sais pas, l'Internet, réduire l'Internet, le téléphone, le Netflix, mais vous allez devoir couper là quelque part parce que vous ne pouvez pas que ça a augmenté l'intérêt si votre salaire n'a pas doublé. Là. Vous comprenez, c'est simple quand même. Si votre salaire n'a pas doublé, vous pouvez pas avoir, si votre salaire n'a pas doublé, bien sûr. Si votre salaire n'a pas doublé, you know? Si votre salaire n'a pas doublé, Vous ne pouvez pas soutenir l'intérêt, paiement des intérêts, ça peut pas être c'est plus que double l'intérêt seulement sur la dette publique qu'on paye. C'est ça, en 3 ans, de 20,3 milliards, c'est rendu à 46,5 milliards, 46 000 millions, 46 000 millions, 46 000 millions. 1 milliard, c'est en 9 zéros, là. Les finances publiques, c'est à veille on pourra plus payer les services publics de sanitation, le ramassage des poubelles, le transport public. On ne pourra plus les payer, ces choses-là, tu sais. C'est ça qu'il faut comprendre dans ces enjeux-là. À cause de ça. À cause de ça. À cause de ça, à cause de ça. À cause de ça, à cause de ça. C'est l'intérêt qui a doublé, mes chers, ça a doublé, mes chers. L'intérêt sur la dette publique, là. 20,3 fois 2, c'est 40,6, c'est rendu à 40,6, fait que c'est même plus que double. Fait que 156 fois 2, c'est environ 333, là. Tu sais? Ben, plus, parce que plus que double. Fait que, imaginez-vous dans ces circonstances, vous-même, si vous avez une carte de crédit que l'intérêt à payer, ça a plus que doublé. Que l'intérêt a plus que doublé. C'est ça qu'il faut faire. Il n'y a pas de... On va pas pouvoir soutenir. On peut pouvoir faire le soutien de ça. Fait que, dans d'autres mots, ça peut pas être soutenu, ça. Comme ça peut plus augmenter, là. C'est juste l'intérêt. C'est même pas la dette, là. C'est l'intérêt sur la dette publique, ça a plus que doublé. C'est ça, la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette. C'est la seule et unique solution, mes chers. Vous pouvez vous destiner tant que vous voudrez, mais il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Pas d'autre solution en ce moment qu'on est rendu encore une fois avec les finances publiques aujourd'hui. C'est sûr qu'à cause de la COVID, on a dû faire l'implémentation des protocoles pour continuer la civilisation, l'économie, les gens dans cette crise de santé. Moi-même, ayant survécu la COVID, moi, je pensais que j'étais mort. Je pensais que c'était ça. Je me suis dit, je meurs, puis that's it, je finis là. Là-bas où j'habite en Notre-Dame-de-Grâce, dans ma grotte de dragon arc-en-ciel, puis avec tout le travail que j'ai fait avant ça. Surtout depuis que j'ai sorti de la dépression en 2017. En 2017. En octobre puis en novembre, octobre puis en novembre. C'est ça, hein? C'est ça, tu sais. Fait que, dans le contexte d'aujourd'hui, on paie 46,5 milliards d'intérêts sur la dette publique. Fait qu'il n'y a pas de solution que la TRD. C'est un paradoxe, je vous la présente sur la table, mais c'est la seule et unique solution. C'est la seule et unique solution. La TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, n'a pas d'autre solution. Là, si vous pouvez vous estimer pendant 7 ans, 11 ans, 3 ans et demi, 45 mois et plus, 44 mois et plus, 44 ans et plus que 44 ans, là. La théorie de la révision de la dette, c'est pour aujourd'hui. On est à veille de peut-être commencer la première semaine parce que l'année fiscale, ça change. Hein. Fait que c'est possible qu'il y ait ce qu'on appelle en anglais dans les finances un événement Black Swan. Un événement Black Swan, ça veut dire un événement des finances, un collapse, un potentiel catastrophe des finances publiques canadiennes, même avant que Donald Trump soit président officiellement le 20 janvier. Puis il faut éviter de toute manière les 25% de tarifs. Il faut éviter de toute manière faire le plus possible. Quand je suis rentré dans la politique, depuis 2018, au début du printemps, quand Donald Trump a imposé première fois 10% de tarifs sur l'aluminium, puis l'acier québécois canadien. C'est ça que le premier tarif de Donald Trump, c'était 10% sur l'aluminium puis l'acier en 2018. En 2018, depuis ce temps-là, j'ai commencé à faire appel à Donald Trump pour me combattre dans un combat de boxe. Me combattre dans un combat de boxe. Fait faire tout possible pour ne pas avoir ces tarifs. Mon rêve, le royaume de la déesse et du dragon qui danse, qui est fondamentalement un appel à un partenariat public-privé, un appel à un partenariat public-privé, puis la TRD, c'est la seule unique solution. Donc, je vous l'explique maintenant. Ma TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, ça contient dans d'elle la théorie d'intégration monétaire. La théorie d'intégration monétaire, c'est exactement la théorie qui a été implémentée en Europe. Les Européens, les Allemands ils ont détruit leur banque centrale nationale. Les Italiens aussi ont détruit leur banque centrale nationale, avec les Français aussi. Ils ont fait de la création d'une unité d'échange commune. Ils ont fait d'une unité d'échange commune. La création d'une banque supranationale, la Banque centrale de l'Europe, la Banque centrale de l'Europe, la Banque centrale de l'Europe. Ils ont fait de la création de cette Banque centrale de l'Europe, la BCE, la Banque centrale européenne. Et bien sûr, dans le contexte, ils ont mis en marché sur la circulation l'euro. Le euro. Ils ont mis en circulation le euro. Donc, c'est ça qu'ils ont fait, bien sûr. Et nous, on doit faire pareil, similairement, semblable. Parce que dans ma TRD, ça contient la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Ça contient la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Fait que dans ma TRD, est inclus la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Il faut vous tenir compte de celle-là quand même. C'est des choses qu'il faut vous tenir compte de celle-là quand même. De celle-là quand même. Fait que c'est des choses, bien sûr, qu'on doit faire ensemble. Là. Fait que c'est des choses, bien sûr, qu'il faut qu'on fasse ensemble, La TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette. Fait que la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, c'est la seule et unique solution. Il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Vous pouvez vous obstiner de la gauche, de la droite, au centre. La TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, c'est la seule et unique solution. C'est la seule et unique solution. Il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Vous pouvez vous obstiner tant que vous voudrez. Vous pouvez vous obstiner tant que vous voudriez, bien sûr. C'est des choses, bien sûr, qu'il faut faire, bien sûr. C'est des choses, bien sûr, qu'il faut faire. La TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette. Donc, on va prendre, et encore une fois, tenez compte que ma théorie, ça contient la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Donc, on va prendre toute la dette. Je vais juste jeter quelque chose à la poubelle, là, parce que je pense que j'ai quelque chose qui me reste pour jeter dans les vidanges. Ouais. Donc, on va prendre toute la dette publique-privée. Ma dette de 10 000 $, votre dette de côte à côte. Fait que on va prendre tout ensemble la dette publique-privée. Vu que la devise des États-Unis est encore la monnaie d'échange pour le commerce international, le monde des affaires internationales, la diplomatie, on va faire la conversion de toute la dette publique-privée canadienne, incluant en monde 10 000 $ à la Banque Royale, de côte à côte, toute la dette publique-privée canadienne. On va faire une conversion en devise des États-Unis. Tout cet argent-là, c'est premièrement Canada, mais par principe, que ce soit Canada et États-Unis en même temps, comme l'établissement de la Ligue d'hockey nationale, ce qui n'est pas vraiment national, c'est binational, c'est Canada et États-Unis, la Ligue professionnelle du hockey féminin, la nouvelle Ligue HPF, Ligue d'hockey professionnelle féminine, la Ligue d'hockey LHPF, la Ligue d'hockey professionnelle féminine, la Ligue d'hockey professionnelle féminine, puis bien sûr d'autres ligues comme la Ligue de basket nationale, c'est quand même binational. C'est Canada et États-Unis, c'est pas vraiment national, comme la Ligue d'hockey nationale, c'est Canada et États-Unis, là, c'est pas vraiment national, c'est binational, tu sais. Fait qu'on va prendre toute la dette publique privée, c'est pour ça, ensemble, les États-Unis et le Canada, ensemble. Toute la dette publique privée qu'on est dans la devise des États-Unis, ça peut s'étendre, blablabla, avec le Mexique, Jamaïque, Haïti, Cuba. Cuba, c'est un paradoxe, mais ils font partie du collectif nord-américain, c'est un pays nord-américain. Toute la dette publique privée, ça a fondé l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Ça va fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Ça va fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Ça va fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Fait que toute cette dette, la dette publique-privée, ça va fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Ça va fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Ça va être fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Ça va être fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque. Cette nouvelle banque, comment on l'appelle? La banque de l'Amérique du Nord, la banque de l'Amérique du Nord, la banque de l'Amérique du Nord, la banque centrale nord-américaine, supranationale. On va mettre en marché une nouvelle monnaie qu'on va appeler Louis. Allez, on ne se tiendra pas en anglais, c'est pareil, tournez la tête de gauche à droite quand vous traversez la rue. Fait que toute la dette publique-privée convertie dans la devise des États-Unis, ça va être l'argent initial pour la création de nouvelles banques. On va faire comme, parce que dans ma TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, ça contient la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Dedans ma théorie, c'est intégré la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Fait que tout cet argent-là, ça va être l'argent initial pour la création d'une nouvelle banque. On va faire la création de l'UI, U point unité, E point échange, U point universel. U point unité, E point échange, U point universel. U point unité, E point échange, U point universel. Le UI, la création de l'UI. En anglais, ça va être pareil. On va prononcer cette nouvelle devise comme UI, on ne s'ostinera pas. 50 UI, U point unité, E point échange, U point universel. Basé sur la valeur du dollar des États-Unis, on va mettre un taux d'intérêt de 10% maximum par principe. Ça peut être en bas, 3,33, 1,56, 7,18, 6,1, 9,3. Par principe, on va le faire en bas de 10. Par principe, on va le faire en bas de 10. On va le faire en bas de 10. Par principe. Fait que toute la dette publique, ça a fondé l'argent initial de cette nouvelle banque, de cette nouvelle banque. La TRD. Ça contient la théorie d'intégration monétaire et donc on va faire la création d'une nouvelle unité d'échange. Le UI, avec cet argent-là, on va pouvoir rebâtir l'infrastructure du collectif nord-américain. On va bâtir d'autres centrales de l'Hydro-Québec. On va pouvoir bâtir les 44 tunnels dans le cas d'une guerre nucléaire. On va pouvoir bâtir les 44 tunnels dans le cas d'une guerre thermonucléaire. On va pouvoir bâtir 44 tunnels inspirés par le village souterrain de Montréal. Dans un cas d'une guerre nucléaire, on va pouvoir financer les gens à l'entraînement physique, rebâtir l'infrastructure, bâtir plus de centrales d'Hydro-Québec, financer les gens au tourisme parce que ça fait du bien pour le bien-être, financer les gens au tourisme, puis financer la création des deux institutions de partenariat public-privé, l'armée du dragon, soit l'armée de Nord-Amérique, qui est intégrée pour la sécurité puis service, l'armée nord-américaine pour le service pour la sécurité, l'armée nord-américaine pour la sécurité puis le service, l'armée du dragon parallèlement à l'armée de la déesse qui danse, la ligue de danse intégrée, la ligue de danse intégrée, la ligue de danse intégrée pour l'environnement, rebâtir l'environnement, faire du nettoyage, planter plus d'arbres, puis danser. On va dragon arc-en-ciel. C'est ça, la TRD, c'est la seule unique solution que vous pouvez vous ostiner, mais en tant que centriste pro-révolutionnaire, c'est ma trinité de théorie. Mon rêve, je vous appelle à prêter allégeance légion, des amis avec bénéfice seulement. Des amis avec bénéfice seulement. Prêtez allégeance légion, vous êtes famille. Prêtez allégeance légion, vous êtes famille. Prêtez allégeance légion, vous êtes famille. Puis la fondation de ces nouvelles institutions de partenariat public-privé, basé un peu sur la vieille école aussi, parce que ça prend un peu sur la vieille école. La nouvelle et la vieille, il faut que ça danse des fois ensemble. Hein. Fait que c'est un partenariat public-privé fondamentalement pour le collectif nord-américain. Et donc ici, le Québec, québécoise, on a fait ce que j'appelle le grand compromis linguistique. Le grand compromis linguistique, c'est un grand compromis. Hein. Puis pour avoir la continuité et l'harmonie, au Québec, au Canada, il faut qu'on fasse un effort constamment. T'sais. On donne des fois. T'sais. Je dis mon oncle, Legault, mais je suis pas caquiste, mais je suis pas un membre d'un parti. Avec mon cousin Legault, des fois je suis 50-50, 70-30. Des fois 7,93, des fois 2 tiers, 1 tiers, 33,333%, des fois 15,6 que ça soit. Mais quand même, c'est pas mes ennemis. Puis des fois, il y a une sagesse, comme mon oncle Legault, il y a une sagesse que moi, peut-être je possède pas, comme moi-même, j'ai une certaine sagesse puis expérience que moi, bientôt, je possède pas. Fait que c'est toujours dans ce contexte. C'est toujours dans ce contexte ici. You're welcome. Thanks for putting the food. It's really nice of you. I think I'm even gonna take one myself.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, dear. Just gonna put it in the garbage and put something here in the garbage and take one. Ah. Wow, that's so nice of you. Wow. That's so nice. Happy New Year. Be loved so much. Really appreciate it. No, I got my own. Thank you very much. May you be blessed threefold. And if you ever need some extra help and you bring muscles or volunteering, I love to help out. I can cook, I can clean, stuff like that.
Okay.
So keep me in mind for 2025 because you put a lot of stuff. Love you. Take care. Bye bye. Happy New Year's. All the best. Oh wow. Thanks. Thank you. I'm gonna leave the cupcakes and take for my friend because I spent some money and I'm already in the but I'm gonna leave the cupcakes. I'm gonna leave the cupcakes. The cupcakes I'm gonna leave for somebody else, and the food because food we got, you know, but gonna be taking some. I'm gonna be taking the cake. Wow, I haven't had cake in ages. Thank you. So let's see if there's any stuff there. So that's what it is with that. And you got bread if you want bread, you know. If you got bread, see you got bread. So I'm gonna take a bread. There's 6 bread, so it's gonna take. There's 7 bread. So it's gonna take a big bread, you know. Just actually bread. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the bread also. So it's gonna take the cake. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And this has to be closed. The cupcakes I'm gonna leave for somebody else, and the other food because we got food at home. So the other ones I'm gonna leave. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please don't waste. People, don't waste. This has to be put there. Don't waste it. Don't put it there. Leave it for somebody else. If you're not gonna take it, leave for somebody else. This is useful. I already made some of this, so don't trash it. Don't throw it. This is very good. I used it and it's Canadian. Don't put it there on the side. That's not for garbage, and this has to be used. I already used myself, so I already baked some cookies and I have the videos there. So wow. I'm so happy now, double happy. Merci. Thank you. I'm gonna enjoy this with my anonymous friends. So for a happy new year. I got cake. Put in bonne année, du gâteau. Wow. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to afford, but I was so in the minus. J'étais dans le rouge que j'ai pas pu me soutenir, so gotta get some of that LOV, and I left the cupcakes, and I left some of that other food there for somebody to enjoy. So we got plenty of food now, I guess, and that's what it is with that. So thank you. Thank you to all of those food securities, and it starts with the farmers, the bakers, the truckers. Gonna send some love to my fellow citizen there who made a donation pour ma citoyenne qui a fait le don. Merci. I like to volunteer because I like to, I don't like ingrates. J'aime pas ça les ingrats, j'aime pas ça les ingrats, you know. So that's what it is with that. And I'm really grateful. I'm gonna share this with my friend, you know. So it's always something which we gotta do. And hello, how are you? Happy New Year's. Gotta get it for that. And fellow senior citizens there, somebody gotta love them, eh? They built all this. Somebody gotta love them. They built all this, you know. They built all of this. The highways, the trains, the railroads. So it takes a little bit of the old school. Je dis, quelqu'un faut qui aime les aînés. Ils ont bâti tout ça. Ils ont bâti les centrales. Ils ont bâti tout ça. Il faut avoir un peu d'amour pour les aînés aussi, you know. So I liked working in the social. I have my own, with the seniors. I have my own theories for integration, you know, the security forces, you know. It starts here in North American Collective at home, charity, you know. Charité commence, mais ici dans la maison, dans le collectif nord-américain, ben, gotta get it for that defense only. Play that defense. Faut qu'on joue pour la défense seulement. So I'm always grateful for that, and always meditating, you know, and all the things that are unfolding now, you know, across the collective. And I'm so happy for this cake. I have no idea. It's exactly, I wanted to buy a cake. I said, no, I'm so financially stressed. I budget. I'm gonna have to pay my 11% interest, and je vais devoir payer mon 11% d'intérêt. So that fellow citizen there came just in time. Le citoyen est venu juste à temps. So that's it. And LOV, rock and roll, you know. I'm gonna go in a rock and roll trance. Ready? Thank you for those charity who do some charity. Got some cake. Thank you for the cake. Hey, merci pour le gâteau. C'est bien apprécié que j'ai l'amour du gâteau, puis ça va faire, puis ça fasse, puis ça danse. Du gâteau bien ensemble, ben regarde. Du gâteau, j'ai un laisse, et regarde, pour l'enfer, et du gâteau, que j'en ai, merci pour le don. Thank you, really, wow. Gonna share it 50-50. My anonymous friend, gonna share it 50-50. My anonymous friend, it's only a little slice that somebody took a bite, I guess best before date, I don't know. C'est-tu meilleur avant, mais I think it's, oh my gosh, it's La Freinée, so it's local. It's local, man. Local. What? Support local Montreal made. La Frenée. It is La Frenée. So, hey, homemade Montreal cake. If it's Montreal, what? I'm gonna start the New Year's off with. I gotta watch my little bit of weight, you know, because I'm on the fitness journey. Lost between 80 and 93 pounds. J'ai perdu entre 80 et 93, mais c'est un bon. Puis juste, there's only a piece. Somebody took only a piece of cake. See me after the gâteau, mais tiramisu. I love tiramisu. I love. Just perfect for the New Year's. Thank you, I love it. For those who get some chatty, that good-hearted. For the doers, for the bakers, it takes some of that sweet tooth. You know I gotta look. Hey, you know we gotta do is the doers and the thinkers, the butchers and the bakers. Truckers with it. Les caméras, les boucheries dans les boucheries. Les chefs de cuisine qui ont cuisiné ce gâteau, rock'n'roll que j'en fasse. Pour le tiramisu, regarde ensemble, gotta get it. For the eggs, gotta get it, for the eggs, gotta get it for the white. On the new table, I got 50-50 to my friend, you know. Je mets 50-50. Pour mon ami que ça danse, pour mon ami que ça danse ensemble. Hey, let's go for that dude, let's go for that you, let's go for that me and you know. Live it like today, carpe diem. Hug like you never heard before. Hug like you never heard before. Hug like you never heard before. Non, donnez-vous un câlin comme jamais vous l'avez fait auparavant. Donnez-vous un câlin comme jamais vous l'avez fait auparavant. Donnez-vous un câlin comme jamais vous l'avez fait auparavant. So that's it. That's all with that. I'm so grateful in the rock and roll for cake. Pour le gâteau of the New Year's cake. I wanted to get a New Year's cake and now I got one. So that's how we're gonna start it off good. You know, super happy. I love sweets, so thank you. There was lots of cupcakes there, lots of, I counted 44 cupcakes, I counted 44 cupcakes, il y avait quand même les 44 petits gâteaux dans le frigidaire, les 44, mais je laissais pour quelqu'un d'autre, you know. You not be too selfish, because I said, and the food I left and the bread I left, le pain puis l'autre nourriture, je laissais pour quelqu'un d'autre, tu sais. I left it for somebody else, because I'm not gonna take it all, I'm not gonna take all that, you know. It was 44 cupcakes, il y avait beaucoup. Because, you know, I don't want to food waste. This I know I'm not gonna waste, and I'm gonna share with a friend, and that's how I'm celebrating with a friend, celebrating better days for the holidays. Happy New Year's, the last day of 2024. Dernière heure, maybe last rock and roll on this tape on 2024. Let's go, rock and roll, bilingual. Rock and roll, thank you, you're so lovely. Shake those hips, it doesn't matter, somebody gotta kiss those senior citizens. They built a butchers and the bakers, got you know it. What is light to the shadow, gotta give rock and roll there. Twist it, gotta get it for the bricks. Bricks, construction workers under this mister. You know the finger kissed. Hey, butchers, chefs, hey, those living some burgers, truckers, railroad conductors, gotta give me some of that choo-choo train 2025. Coming on the door, knocking, hey, on the door. Hell in heaven, gotta twist it up on baby. You know, I give it for the right for the blue and black and the white and the rainbow. I like it as you go, dancing trance, vous savez que le rock and roll, les lumières que je danse, peut-être le rock and roll le 2024. C'est en retard, ça s'en vient, mais ça sonne, mais ça danse. Sans gêne, c'est que vous savez que ça danse, puis ça danse en transe, sans gêne, puis on retarde ensemble dans la transe, puis ça danse des guitares, puis je passe du vin, puis ça fait du pour boire que ça boit, mais de la bière, le vin mousseux, vin mousseux, because over that sparkling wine, you know we got, popping that champagne, you know we lock it up another garden, all the financial stress, so grateful for the cake, so grateful, thankful for cake, pour le gâteau, merci, thank you.